Yeah, baby. You know what it is. It's WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. You're checking out another edition of the Sunday Night Spotlight. And ladies and gentlemen, it's coming at you live and direct from Capton Entertainment. We got the one, the man, my main man. I call him the money man. Anthony Little in the house of Capton
Yes, sir.
Entertainment.
Yes, sir. No, Doc P.
My man.
The great Doc P.
How are you, brother?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed. Staying out of trouble.
Hey, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Staying out of trouble. Got to stay out of trouble. Stay within quarantine and still grind.
Hey, you know, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome to the Sunday Night Spotlight. And, you know, I mean, we have you on every week. When we do a spotlight, we do a spotlight of somebody of interest to the audience. And you are definitely one of these people when it comes to entrepreneurship and just business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're doing a remarkable thing right now. You know, I mean, you're striving in the middle of a pandemic.
Yes. Yep. That's key. That's the key. Got to keep it moving.
An independent business striving in the middle of a pandemic, folks. All right. So this is the man that we want to listen to right here, Anthony Little of Capton Brands, Capton Management Company. All right. And I mean, let's take it from the top, brother. I mean, you know, what is Capton Brands? What is it?
Well, Capton Brands consists of, I have 4 different entities within Capton Brands.
Okay.
I have the management company.
Mm-hmm.
We have the entertainment company.
Okay.
Then we also have a venture partner capitalist company I just started.
Wow.
Right? And then we got Capton Marketing and Branding.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. So
that's
four different entities, but they all comes together to form Capton Brands, which is the overall of the company, is the holding company.
Nice. So let's break down the different components then. Okay. All right. You know, the 4 different components of that. So the first component of that you said was
Capton Entertainment.
Is that the entertainment? Okay.
Yeah, the entertainment.
So the entertainment part.
Yep.
All right. What are you dealing with in terms of entertainment? It's like specific aspects. I know that you've definitely dealt with some music and
movies,
music management. Okay.
Yep.
And also television. Done some television stuff.
Yep. I did some production. Yep.
Okay. All right. So and you also mentioned movies.
Yep.
Okay. So in these different fields within the entertainment industry, are you representing different artists that work in these in those fields? Like, say for instance, an artist that's making music, or and that music as it goes to movies or getting placed in television shows or different types of stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So I mean, mainly when it comes to the management, I mean, we're pretty much the entertainment. Okay. The management and the entertainment goes together, from my point of view. But I also have, I was working in a label. The Capton Entertainment was actually a label.
Okay.
So I started a label with Capton Entertainment. That was the first entity of Capton Brands. Once I did the holding company, that's when I started breaking out all the other components. So Capton Entertainment was actually the entertainment company was the label that I started back when I was in Connecticut. Actually, I started when I was in Connecticut. I signed my first artist in Connecticut. So I signed my first artist in Connecticut. Me and my business partner at the time, he rapped. And so I formed the label. So once I formed the label, I signed him as my first artist.
Nice.
So that's how we formed the Capton Entertainment, and I came up with the name, and I was like, you know what? Then as education got a little bit more, I started getting into, graduating over here, getting a master's, getting a doctorate, getting the, my business started growing also. So I started bringing in different entities of my business. I started learning more about marketing, advertisement, sales, structuring a business, putting a business together. And I just started thinking, you know what? I need to get a little bit more with the branding, because that's where a lot of the money come in from entertainment. When you get the branding deals, the marketing deals, you get the, sponsorships, you start licensing the music. So I started getting into the entertainment where I started getting into movies. And the movie side of it, and the TV shows, and producing like documentaries, and that's where the money's at in entertainment. So I started getting heavy into that, and I started licensing artists. So I started getting in connections with different artists to put them into these different productions and getting the middleman fee.
Got you.
And I started getting the producer's fee. So I'm start basically getting money on the front end and back end, because there's royalties also with entertainment when it comes to movies and television. Same thing as music. You licensing music for television, movies, and also you license. You can license music for. I mean, pretty much anything. You can license music for be on the elevator. You can license music to be in, be in a bar, restaurant. Ascap. That's where Ascap step in at. You got to understand the business of Ascap, BMI, some of these companies that comes in and basically track your track basically your spins and your license. You have to track your own licensing. See, a lot of people don't understand what ASCAP does. ASCAP just basically, you have to let them know where your music's being played at. Or where your music is located at, or what type of music. You got to register your own music and let them know, okay, this is on be on so-and-so album. I need you to help me track down and get this money.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't understand that you have to still have your own publishing company, which that is also part of. Spoken Out Loud is my publishing company. So Spoken Out Loud is part of the entity also with the Capton brands. Spoken Out Loud, I forgot to talk about Spoken Out Loud, but Spoken Out Loud is my publishing company. And also with my publishing, I do the licensing, and I'm also writing a book. I'm working on a book at the moment.
Oh, nice.
A memoir. And then I also got AC's. AC's, I'm working on his memoir also when we bring him in later to talk a little bit more about that. But I'm actually going to be a co-publisher on his memoir. And so, like I said, it's the entity of my business is making sure that others are gaining. At the same time, I'm gaining, but I'm gaining from behind the scenes pretty much.
So the other aspect you said is you said another aspect is a holding company.
Yeah, the holding company is when you do a holding company, you normally look at Disney. A lot of people don't understand Disney is a holding. Disney, you cannot sue Disney, right? You can sue Marvel.
Right. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why you always put entities under your holding. Holding company is normally a company you really can't mess with, can't touch.
I see.
Because Disney as a holding, you cannot sue Disney as a holding. You can sue ESPN, you can sue Marvel, you can sue Star Wars, any of the other entities under that holding, which is Disney Holding Company.
So it's like protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Sort of in a reversal way that people incorporate or form LLCs in order to protect themselves personally as they are doing business. So that's interesting. Okay.
Yep. So when every time, and that's why you see a lot of people with multiple LLCs, because one entity of the LLC may not do the same thing as another entity of the LLC. So you want to separate it. So you don't want to have the same business. So say if someone sue, so you say you got Dot P Enterprises, right, and you have hair care products under, where you sell nothing but hair care products under that, and then you also have an entertainment area where you sign artists, you do management, whatever you do with that on that end, and they want to sue Dot P Enterprises, right?
Right.
So they can't sue if you got it in a holding setup. They cannot sue P Enterprise. They have to sue one of these entities you got under it. And
Right,
then
right. So even if they're trying to look at, oh, we know he's making money over there too, we're gonna try to sue him.
Yeah.
They really can't.
They only can touch one entity, so they only can touch whatever they're trying to sue. So and then it's a limited liability company, which is the LLC.
Right.
That's the thing that people got to understand. Like a LLC, that's why a lot of people use a LLC as a limited liability company. You only limit it to certain liabilities of the company.
That's okay. All right. So now we have the entertainment company. All right.
Yep.
We have the holding. Okay.
Yep.
And the third aspect.
Then you got the entertainment, you got the marketing and branding company also.
Okay.
And which is also part of my consulting company. That's my everyday business. So I do a lot of things for companies like Duke Energy. Like I come in and look at some of their marketing, some of the things that they did over the last 10 years that they might come sign me on as a third party to come in and look at some of their marketing. Basically come in as a consultant. Like a Duke Energy, I had to deal with Duke Energy, and I also deal with some companies overseas in Hong Kong that I do business with. 3M, I was over there for 3 years. I was off and on in China for 3 years working on a marketing project with them under Capton Consulting, Marketing and Branding. I went over there to basically help them formulate different plans to get certain products over here to North America. That was different.
Nice. Okay.
So it was a 7-year deal, but I end up only doing 3 years because they offered me a job, which null and voided the contract.
I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they offered me a job, which was basically they brought my company in as a third party, but once they offered me a job within their company, it made it a null and void with the contract. So they had to pay me out, give me my money, and then I came back here to the United States and started back formulating Capton brands overall.
Nice. So now to get to where you were in all of this, okay, because I remember, when I knew you from back in the day years ago, and we was just hustling and bustling, grinding on a day job together, and talking about our aspirations
and dreams,
of having business.
Yep.
And here we are, doing it, but how did you get started into doing business? Because I remember you just primarily just being focused in entertainment or just the music end, but and in some way along the way you've developed it into this big business entity, and I want to get to like how that got started, basically.
Well, hey, I mean, just from day one, you can go back to when I was 11 years old collecting cans, working in tobacco fields, picking strawberries. Like I got that hustler mentality. Growing up with some of the guys, like some of my homeboys, some of my friends to this day, growing up with them, they had that hustler mentality. We were just like out. We had to do what we had to do to survive.
So where was your start? Was your start in Connecticut, or your start was in
North Carolina?
Like
I grew up in a small town called Ellaby, North Carolina.
Okay.
Which is it's a small town not far from Charlotte. It's like an hour and 30 minutes from Charlotte.
Okay.
I grew up in that town. I left home at 16. That's when I came to Connecticut. Right. So I came up to Connecticut at 16. Me and my older brother, we started working at a temp agency as soon as I got there. I was 16 with a fake ID. Right.
Wow.
So I was working at a temp agency in Connecticut at, saying that my age was 18, right? And I was going to school, and I was finishing up high school. So I finished up high school at Hampton High School in Connecticut. That was my last year.
So did you have family in Connecticut? Is how you were able to move up, or?
Yeah, my sister was, she had just finished nursing school. And she was in Connecticut. She moved from Boston to Connecticut. But I got cousins in New York. I got cousins in Connecticut, all over the place. So I had great aunts, uncles. So I had a lot of family. My uncles up in Connecticut. So
Okay, so
I had
your
a lot of
family
family in Connecticut.
got family all over the place.
Yeah, so I had a lot of family in Connecticut. So that what really got me to say, you know what? Let me pick Connecticut.
Right. Yeah, because that's where it is that we met in
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Yep.
You know, and all right, so you in Connecticut. So you finished school.
Yep. Finished
In
high
Connecticut.
school.
Okay.
Yep.
And what went after that?
Then I went to UConn.
Oh,
Yep. I went
okay.
to school in UConn. Remember, I left and went to well, we were grinding, hustling at, but we ain't gonna say too many names like that because they're not paying us.
Exactly.
They're not paying us, so I'm not gonna give them that name on this show.
And they could probably use that kind of endorsement.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna get it here.
Oh yeah. So I ended up leaving that situation and I went back to school. So I went back because I went to Stone Academy. Remember, I went to Stone Academy and got my sales and marketing.
Okay.
I got my sales and marketing degree with them, which was almost like a 2-year degree. And then I ended up going to UConn. I went to stores, went to UConn and UConn Hartford. I ended up going to UConn Hartford. That's why I disappeared. You didn't see me for a while.
Yeah, I remember that. And then when you reemerged, then you was like,
I'm back in the South.
Yeah, you was back in the South. Yeah. Shortly before you went straight up international on me.
Yep. So then I end up. So I graduated from up there, and then I end up coming back down to High Point, North Carolina, and I went to High Point, and I went to High Point University. High Point University got my master's, my MBA from them. And then I moved out to basically the West Coast, like out near Iowa and Seattle. Went out to that area for a little bit, and I ended up starting my DBA. Which once I started my DBA, I started with a program that they had just started with Iowa State. It was a DBA program, which was uncommon. That was a very uncommon program because most people know PhDs. I didn't know anything about a DBA, but it was like, that's big in Europe. It's very big in Europe. It's not big over here in the United States. Now it's big because it done caught on, but it was big in Europe.
Right.
So that was the main thing with the education. So it just came to the Iowa State. It was a dual program. It was online and classroom. So I said, you know what? I had just finished my MBA. And they accepted me to that program and took credits from my MBA and transferred it over because it's just a higher MBA. That's all a DBA is.
Okay.
I didn't know why I wanted to take a DBA. I didn't know. I was like, I want to teach. I want to do some teaching. That's all I was thinking. Like maybe go in
because I know you was doing that too. You got into some teaching.
Yeah, I'm into that. I'm still into that. I still part-time do that as an adjunct.
Wow.
So when I went in and said, you know what, I want to do adjunct. I guess another hustle, more money, streams of income. That's what we talk about on the AC Brown Show. Streams of income. So I was like, you know what? Let me finish up. So I end up taking the Iowa State program, started with them. But then I seen a better program with University of Liverpool, and they had a better structure at Walden University and University of Liverpool. So I end up transferring over to the Walden University Liverpool setup, and I end up getting a job with Liverpool while I was still working on my DBA, teaching undergrad as an adjunct. So I got a part-time job, adjunct position, teaching undergrad marketing while I was finishing up my DBA, and they had different structures better than the Iowa State setup. So it was a better structure. So I came back to the Carolinas, finished up, did my residency in Atlanta, did my residency in Europe. I went out to Europe for like 6 months, finished up my residency, and I did a residency in Atlanta. And that was it. Then I graduated. My actual dissertation was almost 200 pages. I did my dissertation on marketing eco-friendly pest control products. Okay. Learning how to market eco-friendly pest control products and being very environmental friendly from a marketing standpoint. So that was my dissertation about. But just overall, just from education wise, I mean, I just stayed dedicated with education and continued to grow and continue to gain more on, basically from my business, just the business knowledge. And that's how I just jumped into, and I just kept evolving and improving the name of Capton. Capton has always been the name. So I just been adding on to it. And it's going to continue to, I'm going to pass it on to my son. That's basically what a brand that I'm creating as a black entrepreneur. As a black entrepreneur, I'm going to continue to carry that over to my son. He already loved the name. He loved the idea. I'm teaching him the business right now. And we're going to keep it moving. Hopefully, we get up to this multi-million-dollar a year setup very soon, because I got some big deals coming down the pipeline. And hopefully, God willing, we'll take it to the top.
Well, hey, man, it definitely sounds like you got you're on the right track for it, brother.
Oh yeah.
So the actual formulation of the business, that's always been something that's was in place even way back when you were in school. So
Yep. Capton always been the name. That's always been the name. I didn't know what it was at first. I just came up with the name. We started off as an entertainment company. Now we done evolved over to marketing, branding, consulting, education, management, entertainment management. I mean, we TV licensing, production. Right. So I mean, I have my hands in a lot of different projects, and I'm keeping my hands in more common. Like even with AC Brown, which is one of my clients, I'm taking his brand the same way as I did my brand. Basically saying, hey, the AC Brown, you got the AC Brown Publishing, you got AC Brown Company, you're gonna have AC Brown, where you have the AC with the Dante, Annie, and Andrew Foundation that he just did for his mother and father, and that's his middle name, Dante.
Right.
So he just formulated a nonprofit on that end. So so the AC Brown brand is going to be, I'm structuring that brand the same way that I structured the Capton brand. Just adding to it, just keep adding to it.
And I see that, and we'll get into some of the people that you do work with in the next segment. We'll be bringing them in just a little while. But specifically AC Brown, who has a show here every Sunday at 7:00 p.m. His show played right before this one. It seems that he is actually someone that is sort of multifaceted in a lot of the things that he does, because I know you may have some clients that are specifically like a model, like AC. He's a model, or then you have AC, the businessman, who has actual products and services.
Writer, AC Brown, a writer. You got also AC. I'm gonna let him tell a little bit more once we bring him in a little later. But AC actually is writing for magazines now too, so he's also a publisher.
Wow. And writer. And I saw him on the magazine. And so there's a lot that's going on there, brother.
And you got to keep it busy. Like, you got to keep it going in this pandemic, man. It's just one of them things. Like, you got to have more. You got to be multifaceted. You got to be able to operate in a pandemic or a hurricane or wildfires, like what's going on in California. And you got to be able to still operate your business. You still got to be able to go with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll also in the second segment, when we bring on some of the people that you work with and we talk to them, we'll also talk about we'll round it up with talk about some ways that you've been able to keep things alive and to keep moving forward. And maybe you might want to share a secret or two. I know you don't want to give it all away. You want to say some of it for the book.
The memoir. I'm doing the memoir.
Yeah, but
memoir. Under Spoken Out Loud Publishing. It's gonna be under Spoken Out Loud Publishing, my publishing company.
It's a Sunday night spotlight, baby. And like I said, hey, see, I'm not disappointing here, because this brother here has a wealth of knowledge for us when it comes to business. All right, so we're gonna bounce to a quick break, pay a couple of bills, and then we're gonna come back with more of Anthony Little from Capton Brands right here on the Sunday Night Spotlight, baby. WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. Don't go nowhere.
Keep it
Stick
locked.
around. Keep it locked, baby. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, baby. WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's part 2 of the Sunday Night Spotlight. And it's a very special program here. I'm here live and direct with my main man, Anthony Little from Capton Brands. And welcome back to the program, brother.
Hey, happy to be here.
Hey man, it's been a real enlightening experience so far. Just hearing about how it is that you put together the company and all of the different aspects and things that you have that's going on with the company. It really is pretty fascinating. And one thing that that we did speak about is some of the different types of people that you end up working with. Right. Because as you said, your company offers the sort of like an entertainment aspect, a consulting aspect. There's a holding company, then there's a marketing aspect to it all.
Yep, branding. Okay. Yep, marketing,
branding and all of that. So I want to bring on one of the people that you actually have been doing some work with, and a very interesting person, and I see that we got a couple of folks lined up here. All right, that's just waiting to speak to you. All right, we got Doc Honeycutt, all right, in the house. We also have Zay Hampton. We're gonna get to Zay in just a minute, but we have Doc Honeycutt in the house. Hey, Doc Honeycutt, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Hey, so this is what I want to do. As I want to, I want to welcome you to the Sunday Night Spotlight, and I'd like you to explain to us all a little bit about your business and your endeavors and what it is that you do.
So, first of all, I am a local doctor in our city, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Nice.
That has truly taken a passion to be a film producer. Everything media, everything that's in the media game right now, I'm in it. I do, like you said, magazines, film producing, radio. I write for a couple magazines. So I have books that I've published myself. So everything that's media, Doc Honeycutt name is attached to it some kind of way. So I have 2 TV shows currently running on TV called BEAUTIEZ and BIKERZ on set, and BEAUTIEZ and BIKERZ reality TV series. We're in 4 billion homes worldwide. I'm the executive producer. I'm on syndicated radio and also internet radio as well. And, I do all this stuff and still, work as a doctor every single day. So
are you serious?
I'm thankful that I can do.
How many hats?
hey, I told you, Doc.
She sound like the Headleys back in the Living Color days. She got like 3, 4, 5 jobs going on over there. Wow. So
Yes,
the reality TV aspect. How did you get into that? And I know that's something that's definitely brewing and in the works. How did that all come about?
So, Anthony's been with me for the whole ride, the journey. So, I started out doing a documentary film, and I didn't feel like people got the excitement about the documentary film that they would, about anything else, because we ride motorcycles. And I just wanted to let people know that women riding motorcycles, it's a sport for us. It's a passion for us, but we still are professional women as well. So I was like, I want to do the documentary film called Rugal Riders, which is on TV as well. So like I said, I didn't get that excitement that I wanted to from like the viewers when I posted the promos. So I was like, okay. I told Anthony, I was like, I'm gonna do a reality TV series. And we started trying to get people to shoot the trailer for us, and trying to get people together. You know how that is, trying to work with people. So,
Yeah.
but we made it happen. We actually made it happen, and we shot a 2-minute trailer like for the whole weekend, and it just like it took off like wildfire. Like it changed my life.
Oh yeah, the original. Call that original.
Wow. That is absolutely fascinating. So, television star, then you doing some radio, involved in radio, other types of media as well?
Oh yeah, I'm on radio. Right now I'm currently on 105.3. I have a show that I produce myself on Sunday mornings. I interview legends in the game. I would love to interview you. You're a legend in the game at some point.
Yeah, Doc.
Hey, I would be more than honored,
And just I try to brand the legends and the celebrities with the listeners, because a lot of times like they don't even know who Doc P really is. They don't know that he liked to go to the movies, or he liked to take a long walk in the park. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
We talk and we chop it up, and you let the listeners know what you want them to know about you.
That's absolutely fascinating. And over here on SM Enlightenment, we interview a lot of the pioneers of hip hop. So, I might be able to shuffle a couple of guests your way as well. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk to some of these cats that, been,
Absolutely.
doing the hip hop from the very, very beginning, so that's crazy. So, and in the magazine. So, in which magazines have you been involved with? I mean, you're like the queen of all media here.
Yes, I write. Currently writing for Dorito magazine from out of Atlanta. I do health and wellness articles. For her. Just try to. It's good fashion. Everything that's in magazines is good, but people really need to know how to take care of themselves and prevent things from happening as well. So that's what I do. I write motivational articles. Things that they can do to help to prevent things from happening as far as their health and wellness and mental health. I'm big on mental illness. I'm a mental health advocate. I use every platform that I have to talk about mental illness is real, but nobody wants to talk about it because of the stigma that has been attached to it. But I am here to talk about it, to let everybody know that there is help and there is resources to, you just have to reach out. And then if you don't want to reach out, people, check on your people. We gotta hold each other accountable. We gotta check on our people as well. But so they feel like they don't have a voice.
Wow. Well, hey, we're going to be, I have a feeling we're going to be talking a little bit more, and our listeners are going to be hearing some more from you, because, just the fact you hit the head right on the nail with SM Enlightenment, because we're all about that wellness. So I would definitely welcome, your tips and knowledge, to our platform, because, we have people coming through that do that type of thing. So listen, I want to thank you so much for coming on the program, and let the folks know, like, how, if they want to get in touch with you. Is there a website? Is there how can people link up and reach out to you?
Go follow me on IG, Doc Honeycutt Enterprises, on Facebook, Doc Honeycutt. Hit me up on Doc Honeycutt 411@gmail.com. I'm an A&R for a record label.
Another hat.
Artists, if you want your music heard, connect with me. Another hat. Look, these doors are opening. I'm not gonna close them, Doc P. Every door that opens, if it makes sense, I'm going through them. That's my motto. I'm gonna go through them.
I am 100% with you, and I love your energy and everything that you bring. Thank you so much for coming on the program. And we're going to be talking some more to you,
Thank you.
Doc Honeycutt. Thank you. All right. And you stay blessed and beautiful now, and we're going to be looking out for more of the things that you do.
Good
Peace
night.
and blessings. Doc Honeycutt. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she ultimate hustler.
Oh yeah, man, and just a lot of great energy, energy. So I want to bring in another individual that you're working with. All right, this is your life, Anthony Little. All right, so I want to bring in a brother named Zay Hampton. All right, that's
hey, how you guys doing, man?
Hey, man, get in with us live. Welcome to the Sunday Night Spotlight. Welcome to SM Enlightenment Radio. So Zay, tell me about your relationship with Anthony and how it is that you've met him and the things that you do together.
So me and Anthony, we connected through the company. We actually were doing some business on the luxury car rental side of things. Nice. So, Anthony, we connected through that. He actually met one of my colleagues and they connected us that way, because I'm actually on the West Coast right now. I just opened a new office in Scottsdale, Arizona. So I'm over here overseeing the operations here. I'm excited about the expansion, and, I'm just ready to see what the future holds.
Nice. So all right. So now the company that you have, you said that you deal with luxury vehicles. So what's the name of that company?
Yeah, so the company's name is Royal Line Group. So we focus on three main areas. That's luxury travel, entertainment, and then lifestyle management, which basically just encompasses whatever the customer needs in their lifestyle. Everybody has a different perception, a different definition for, all these criterias. So we basically are able to customize any experience and tailor it to the customer's lifestyle.
So you can cater to any experience. So what you say, so it almost sounds a little bit like Fantasy Island, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody they could actually this takes it even beyond, for instance, someone that's having a prom or a wedding, and they want luxury vehicles, for that's like one type of thing. But it seems as though your company could even take that experience even further, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And we also cater to those who do it on the daily anyway. And that's that's a lot of our main clients. That's what we do for them. So, they want a company that's going to continue to evolve with that individual. So, some people, they're always leveling up. And we're that company, they may go from a Benz to a Bentley, from a Bentley to a Rolls, and we keep up with our customers in that aspect as well. So, we grow with a certain demographic, and we also grow on a smaller scale with the specific individual. And that's where the custom, tailored lifestyle experience comes into play.
Wow, that's crazy. So now, so Anthony, so tell me how that whole thing came together with you guys working together.
Well, we just did some business, and I thought it was a great company, and it's just everything that they had going on. I just loved the website, and I just wanted to, come in and be a part of that and do something, and that's why I wanted to bring them to S&M, let them see, everything that you do on this side too, Doc P. From a media standpoint.
Yeah. And we we're an internet radio station, and we offer a lot of different services as well. So hey, like I said, welcome to the world of SM, and it's great to have you here. And now for people that want to get in touch with your company, how can people get in touch with the types of stuff that you do?
So they can definitely follow us on Instagram at Royal Line Group, just one word, Royal Line Group. We have a website, royallinegroup.com, and then we also have a number, 704-883-5755. So you can always call in and you'll always be directed to the right person. We have many services, even mobile detailing. So, we are able to cater to every single demographic, and feel free to reach out.
Wow. And that's the Royal Line Group, right?
Correct. Yes.
Wow. Hey, well, Zay, thank you so much for checking in with us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely looking forward to speaking more with you, and possibly, having you on SM Enlightenment Radio a lot more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for checking in, Brother Zay. All right.
All right.
And
Definitely.
peace and blessings to you, brother.
All right, good night.
Wow, man. So we got Doc Honeycutt over there. All right. We got Zay with the Royal Line group. Business is cooking in the middle of a pandemic, brother.
It's cooking. Hey, everybody's an entrepreneur out here. We gotta get it.
So as I say, this is your life. Okay. So we have another individual standing by that you also do business with. And this is Brother Carlos in the house.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen.
The king of the West. King of the Midwest out there.
King of the Midwest, huh? Yeah, because now Zay is on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, he's in Arizona.
He's in Arizona. And Doc Honeycutt, where she like closer to your neck of the woods,
right? She's in Charlotte.
Okay. All right. And now we got Brother Los Carlos in the house. All right. And where are you hailing from, brother?
Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah.
Wow. Salt Lake City, Utah. Wow. So tell me about your work with Anthony, and the collaborations and the stuff that you guys are working with.
Yeah. So it stems really from our college days.
Nice.
And we both attended a school in North Carolina. And, when I first met Anthony, we were actually in the weight room. And, some way, somehow we connected. And, we was throwing up weights. Back then, we were very much in top shape. But one of the things that stood out to me was Anthony's, mental hustle, his business acumen. That I thought was, attractive, right? And when you have an entrepreneur mindset, that's attractive to anyone that has any common sense. So he and we connected over the years, engaged in, many different business ventures, from a hustler standpoint, popping the trunk and, selling some jerseys out of the trunk.
Jersey,
and so the Mitchell and Ness, those were kind of hot back in the day. And then over the years,
y'all's hustling jerseys, huh?
Oh man, I forgot all about that, Doc P. Hey, that was the merchandise side of Capton.
and he ain't tell us about hustling no jerseys.
Tell you about that.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
I think he's hoping somebody will forget about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all about that.
We ain't forgetting about nothing. This is like, who's your life here, brother?
Hey,
hats.
Oh yeah. Hats,
clothes,
the whole
merchandise.
nine.
Yeah, the whole merchandise.
Yeah, being broke college kids, it was rough. While everyone else, they was getting money and things from their mommy and poppy.
Yeah, mommy and poppy.
We had to do what we had to do, which was, it wasn't illegal. It wasn't illegal drugs. We certainly kept it legal, but also help people get to where they want to be in terms of their style. So once I saw that, I was like, all right, I like this, Anthony, he was a business major, and I wasn't. So I think the business acumen it develops over the course of time. And I think it starts within you, right? That hustle. And then once you start to kind of mold it and structure it from an academics perspective, then that's a powerful man. So again, for me, I'm a visionary. So I like to not just look at the person here and now, but looking at the individual long term. And so as you can see with all the guests that he had on, you know, he is the product of that hustle, that intelligence, and that's what he equates to.
That's a great thing, man. So what do we have working with in the future? I know we've been talking about, you know, a possible little show type of thing going on.
So, we still working on that. We're gonna bring that in. P. We got it.
So what's
Keep
the
it
idea,
real
the concept? We thinking in terms of, I know we gonna be keeping it real, however we keep it. You know? Yeah, brother. Well, hey, brother Los, well, thank you so much for checking in with us. You know what I'm saying? And you are also someone that I'm going to be looking forward to while working with right here on the platform of SM Enlightenment Radio. You know what I'm saying? So now, is there a way that people can follow you on social media or to get in touch with you or to see what more of what it is that you're up to?
Yeah, man. If anybody has any questions or even want to just chop it up and even talk, they can find me on Mr. C. Waller UPS at gmail.com. And again, that's MRCWALL UPS at gmail.com.
Brother Carlos, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for checking in with us. All right. And we're gonna be seeing more of you, brother. All right.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
definitely
sir.
take care and be safe. And we'll be speaking with you real soon and having you up here, you know, in the world, the land, the realm of SM. All right, brother.
All right. I appreciate you both. Have a great evening.
You too. Sir. Peace. Wow, man. So you got a lot going on there, brother.
Oh yeah. We try to get the man, the model, the mission on, but he was in another location. But he'll tell you too that we working over here. Got the AC Brown. Tune in to AC Brown show also.
That's right. The AC Brown show, Sunday, 7:00 p.m. every Sunday, and also Wednesdays at 10 p.m. for the encore presentation. Well, brother Anthony Little, Capton Brands, Capton Entertainment. You know, I want to thank you for blessing me. You know what I'm saying, with an interview here, man. And
no doubt.
You know, it's definitely been a blessing. And hey, you know, we're gonna people could just tune in to you, man, on Sundays, but you know, also let them know how they can connect directly with Capton Entertainment. Capton Brands, that is, brother.
On IG at Capton, CAPTONENT, or you can hit me up at Anthony33 Little on IG or Anthony Little Facebook.
This has been the Sunday Night Spotlight right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. And hey, keep it turned up, rather. All right. And brother Ant, I want to thank you so much once again, brother. And have a great night. Doubt. And we're gonna speak more with you. Peace and blessings.
Good night. Peace.